Pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz start up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up. When it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like. Boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no left. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Lions. Ready? Hawk 70, trap 60, trap Mustang 19. 7.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw out wide to Walker. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who the freshest guy coming up for the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
19 tight, 19 tight. Here we go, tight.
Back to throw now on first down. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
18, watch out.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
18, watch out.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Yellow. 18.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete in the middle. It's Watkins. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a fourth down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
49ers nothing.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Purdy now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about the Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league is sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's Pearsall on the jet sweep. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
49ers, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
We talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
49ers 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Come on, come on.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
80, got 60, Warriors 70.
2nd and 6. That's down the field. He's got a roll. Down, I think the ball's out. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. So that's about as crazy of a play as you're going to see. He lost the football, got it back, and took it into the end zone.
And it's really tough on the defenders, isn't it? Because when they see a loose football, sometimes you end up kind of shutting it down and you go into fumble recovery mode and you forget about the guy who fumbled it in the first place. That ended up costing him.
49ers 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So on 4th down, out, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
2nd and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Gannett, Panther 11. Buffalo. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Cowboy 80. 19 tight, 19 tight, 19 Lions.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Purdy. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3 and out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now Purdy. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Niners had 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, You got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Back to throw, Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
14-yard gain. It's 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but he does have a first down yardage. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Again, running right, Gibson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners are back within a score. So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way to the end zone from his blockers?
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that and trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Come on, set. Pass to the left, 1979 Broncos.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. The sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First down, Seahawks.
60 Bobcats. Ready? 70 Lions. Buffalo 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
18 Rattlers.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
60 Vikings, 60 Mustang 19, Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
His kick is good.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Brown with the stick skills. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The 49ers Steelers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. That is caught. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
13 yards on the play. And the 49er first down.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Purdy. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
18, 5 in. 70, let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Cup 19. Cup 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Ready? Shot 60, shot 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Back to throw again. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Elijah Royal with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
49ers 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On second down, they'll run it here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch out! Yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Out of the gun, Purdy. The ball comes out. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Yellow.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown 49ers. Ricky Pearsall from 6 yards away. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Seahawks 35, 49ers 21.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And complete to Smith-Njigba. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's loose again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, 56 yards. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
For Seattle.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
It's a gain of 11. That's another 49er first down.
Back to throw, Purdy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Yeah, you. 53.
Play action. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27.
19 Lions.
He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Niners are right back in this football game.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Purdy. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. The Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Purdy from the gun. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Throwing here, Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Purdy to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. But hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Got ready. Get up. Got to be lying. Drop 60. Drop 60. 65 there. 70 ranges. 70 ranges. 19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's taken in by Arroyo. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Elijah Arroyo, 39 yards. And the Seahawks have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
49ers 35. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Come on, come on. Hey, Panther 60, Panther 60.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he is caught. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Panther and left, trap 60, trap 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 2. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 94 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They work now on 2nd and 9. Purdy now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Get set, yellow. 18, yellow.
Shotgun now with Purdy. Now he's going to step up and run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Outside. 18.
Purdy, big 4th down play. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Come back, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Nineteen tight. Riggs.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. He's still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Seahawks, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
takes a part of me, something lost and never seen. Every time I start to believe, something's taken from me. Life's gotta always be messing with me. Can't it chill and let me be free? Can't I take away all this pain? I try to every night, all in vain. Sometimes I cannot take this place. Sometimes it's my life I can't taste. Sometimes I cannot feel my face. You'll never see me fall from grace. Something takes
that whip, yo, I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going, the women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming, my pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night, cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot, cause we ballin' and spotting up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. Cause you spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. From the top of the top, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to be. It's going down. Hey, shawty must know I'm the man. My money lover like a #1 fan. Don't open my mouth, let her talk to my fans. My Benjamin Franklin's. A couple of grands, I got rubber bands. My paper planes making a dance. Yes, I'm like that's part of my rebuilding castles that's made out of. She's amazing, I'm fire blazing, hotter than Cajun. Girl, won't you move a little closer? Time to get this maximum wage that belong on a poster. I'm in the days that is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a hoster.